Jose Automotive Reviews, folks. Back again with the banger, folks. The 2021 Ford Bronco, which is off the chain. And today we're going to be looking at the ground clearance being 11.5 inches and the approach over angle being 43.2 degrees. Folks, this is just awesome. You imagine approaching something with that kind of an angle. There'll be nothing that you cannot transverse in this 2021 Ford Bronco. And with a breakover angle being at 26.3 degrees, man, this is just straight up awesome. And with a departure angle being at 37 degrees, just look at that. Whatever you leave, you'll be sure to know that debris or whatever it may be is not going to catch your back bumper at that 37 degree angle. Now let's just look at this and look at this in perspective. And two, we might see some other pics of other Broncos in the meanwhile. But let's just take a look because this is awesome. Let's see, folks. Oh, we got a competitor here, the Jeep Rubicon. Now the Jeep Rubicon ground clearance is what? 10.8 inches. Its approach angle at 43.9 degrees. You know, that's straight up awesome too. You have the breakover angle at 22.6 degrees. Wow, definitely off the chain, folks. You got the departure angle at 337 degrees. The Jeep Rubicon is off the chain, folks. Can you imagine having an SUV with this kind of capability? And still, however, the Bronco is on top, baby. The Bronco has got the Jeep Wrangler pinned to the ground. But the Rubicon is not giving up, folks, because the fight is not over. Can you imagine this, folks? This is nothing but awesomeness off the chain, folks. Can you dig it? Whoa! Let's see. Oh, what we got here? We got here the two-door Bronco. And baby, it is off the chain. Look at those donut doors. Woo! Can you imagine looking out the side at the wilderness through those beautiful doors, folks? Look at that approach angle again at 43.2 degrees. And look at that breakover angle at 29 degrees. And again, the departure angle as you leave the fun in the wilderness behind, 37.2 inches. Off the chain, folks. And boy, is this Bronco off the clock, chain clock, whatever you call it. It's just straight up awesomeness, folks. With that clearance too of 11.6 inches. And man, look at those lines protecting that brush from banging your windshield. This is just straight up awesomeness, folks. Let's magnify this mother because this is off the chain. Look at them thin seats. Everything is just structural integrity in this baby. With this hard top and all of the accessories and the LED lights. Woo! Can you dig? Take a look at those tie downs. Take a look at that front LED lights on the bumper. But again, look at that approach angle at 43.32 degrees. Nothing but straight up awesomeness. You know, it's been said many times before that an experienced off-roader and a person deeply embedded in off-road community, the most important attribute of any off-road vehicle is geometry, locking differentials, fancy traction control systems, nice tires, skid plates, disconnecting sway bars. All of that don't mean jack if the vehicle basic geometry prohibits from transversing uneven terrain without damaging the bumper and the rocker panels. Who wants a damaged Bronco? I know I don't. Can you dig? Woo-hoo-hoo, yeah! Off the chain, folks. Let's take a look at this Bronco. Boy, I love this two-door. It's just awesome. And if it's a manual, you know what that means. Crawler gear. But we're not going to get in that too deep yet. We're going to stay with the geometry. Because without the geometry, everything else don't mean jack. Take a look at that interior. Let's look at some other things and get distracted from the geometry. Because we have the geometry, therefore we can take a look at all of the luxuries. It's off the chain. Take a look. Take a look at night, folks, as you're driving your Bronco in the wilderness, going through the mountain terrain, and with your LED lights lighting up the way. You out there by yourself just enjoying nature. And who knows, you might see Sasquatch, and you know that will be off the chain. Can you dig, folks? This is just awesomeness. Check a look at those doors. Look how clean it looks. Awesomeness. Look at that angle. That angle speaks volumes, folks. This is nothing but fantastic awesomeness, folks. Take a look at the off-road. Take a look at what they call the trail turn. You're not going to get stuck in any ruts with this, baby. You're going to be able to make turns on a dime when you're off-road having a blast. This is just nothing but awesomeness. Take a look. There that baby is again. We're going to get in all of this, but let's not get sidetracked and get back to the geometry, because geometry is awesome. Take a look. Look at that off-road proudness. Look at this. This is just fantastic, because it's just straight up awesome. Especially this four-door and that blue color. Woo! Mama, is this something? Boy, boy, boy. This Bronco make you want to go home and kiss your mama and be say, thankful that you didn't throw me in a garbage can. Oh, hoo, hoo. Enjoy life. Have a blast. Get in the outdoors, folks. This Bronco is off the chain. Off the chain to the max, folks. And let's get back to geometry. Let's look at the geometry of the Rubicon before we close this video out, folks. Look at this Jeep. You see it has all of the geometry that it needs. But you know what? The Jeep Rubicon is still on his back, and the Bronco has him pinned. But don't worry, the Jeep Rubicon can still breathe because it's still in the fight. Can you dig it, folks? This is nothing but awesomeness, folks. Straight up off awesomeness. Now with the Sasquatch package and the Ford 2021 Bronco and the 35-inch tires, the Bronco four-door has what we call the 43.2 degree approach angle and the 37 degree departure angle and the 26.3 breakover angle. Now those are about the same figures as those in the Wrangler four-door, though the Ford breakover angle is significantly better. Plus, it has 0.7 of an inch more ground clearance than the Jeep. So can you imagine that, folks? Just look at that. This is nothing but awesomeness, folks. Awesomeness to the max. Now, the base Bronco four-door has a 35 degree approach angle, 26.7 degrees departure angle, and a 20 degree breakover angle, and 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Now the four-door Wrangler Sport, let's take a look at that and let's find that pic again. Now that baby right here has a relatively high approach angle at 41.4. We don't see that one. What we're looking at right now is the Rubicon. But let's just go back to the four-door Wrangler and look at that in a little bit more specific. Now the four-door Wrangler has 36.1 degrees of departure angle, 20.3 degrees the breakover angle, and 9.7 inches of ground clearance. Now clearly, Ford is leaning hard on those optional 35s to get the Bronco its impressive off-road geometry, because base Wranglers seem to have better angles and clearance than the base Broncos. However, the Wrangler is more expensive than the Bronco, baby. Can you dig? I'm Bronco all the way, but a Jeep will satisfy. Even though it is on its back, is still going to get up into the fight. Can you believe it, folks? Can you dig the Ford Bronco geometry, which is off the chain? AO Automotive Reviews. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Awesomeness. Can you dig? Have a fantastic day.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.